away from me, Quinn.
You stay away from Deacon.
That's impossible. We're parents together.
You and I are gonna settle this once and for all. You have pushed me to my limit once again, and you know what that means, don't you?
Hey, Carter, how's it going?
It's going.
Okay, you got a minute? Any progress on Mom's contracts?
HR's handling it.
You didn't want to deal with it?
Frankly, I didn't. I think it's a mistake. One of many Rick's been making.
Those are dangerous words at times like this, Carter.
But you know it's true.
I do, for the most part, yes. But not when it comes to Mom. I thought Rick was spot on with that choice.
Who are you to say I haven't been open and honest? I was just bringing you a little perspective. Don't have to be so defensive.
Yeah, honey, don't overreact. I was just gushing about your integrity.
Like you always do.
So she pointed out that you're not perfect. I happen to disagree. So, tell me, what's not perfect about her?
Let's see. There has to be something. We all have secrets.
Maya and I, we don't keep secrets from each other.
So you've told her everything about yourself.
Well, not every little detail.
So there you go. I'm sure she hasn't told you every little detail either. I know she hasn't.
You know her secrets.
A few.
All right, then let's hear it.
Of course. You're glad your mother's back.
It gives her something to do, Carter. And she's good, too.
There's no question about that part.
Look, she is so grateful to be back. And it's a heck of a lot better than her holing herself up in the loft all day with Deacon. And that disturbs me.
I can see why. Don't know Deacon well, but I've heard the stories.
Look, I haven't seen her this happy in forever. But I don't trust the guy. She does. She believes in him. But if he drifts out of her orbit, I don't know, man. It scares me what it might do to Mom.
Deacon.
Carter, Wyatt. Say, have you seen your mom around anywhere? She's still in the building?
You're threatening me? After my son gave you a job?
I'm not threatening you.
I know the signs. So what next? A slap in the face? Oh no, that was last week's approach. How about strangulation?
I'm not a threat. I know where you're coming from.
Oh, you do you?
All alone. For the first time in your life, no man to turn to, and you're hitting the bottle, which of course is not public information. I'm sure you'd rather keep it that way. You need support, Brooke. But not from Deacon.
Why don't you just go home, Deacon? If I see Mom, I'll tell her you're looking for her.
Nah, I think I'm gonna take her out to celebrate.
You might want to wait until her first paycheck.
That's good advice.
You know, I'm sensing a lot of negativity here, boys.
This isn't gonna be a walk in the park for her, Deacon. No one around here is throwing a welcome back party.
I think your mom's gonna rise to the occasion.
And then you'll just be right behind her. That is when you're not spending time with Brooke.
Brooke.
The love of your life. You remember her? Now you'll have all this free time while Mom's at work and anything can
Okay,
happen.
let me stop you right there, because that's not how it's gonna go down.
Okay.
Your mother and I were engaged, Wyatt. We love each other.
Do you know how ridiculous that sounds coming out of your mouth? Look, I want to believe you because Mom believes you. And I won't deny that she's made a lot of progress ever since you came into her life, but I'm not putting any stock in that because I know her and I know you, and one little mistake could send her careening into oblivion.
Okay, that's not what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you say that now. But if I could just be sure that you and Brooke were just continents away from each other, maybe I could believe that. But you're not.
Wyatt, all I can tell you is I'm committed to her.
You better be. Because she's wearing your ring. Now, I don't know what that means to you exactly, but I certainly know what that means to her. Don't rip her off, or I'll rip you a new one.
Rick, this isn't fun for me.
Honey, it's just a tease. You shouldn't take it so seriously.
Okay. I thought of something.
Yeah? Secret about your sister?
Definitely. I found out something about Maya that, well, I'll be honest, it disturbed me. Nicole, I'm going to say this, Maya, so don't try and stop me. Okay. Go ahead. Because I don't think you have anything to say.
This sounds serious.
It is. It's true, Maya hasn't always been completely honest. She made a promise to me that she didn't keep. When Maya left home, I was so young. But when she visited, she promised that she'd be a part of my life, share everything with me. I waited so long for that to happen, but it never did. She was gone, and I was alone. But that's okay. At least we're together now. And everything you went through when you were gone, that big change in your life, we can share it now. Are you ready to share it, Maya?
Deacon and I have been friends for a very long time. You've known him for what, less than a year?
Friends, you've made his life miserable.
I gave him a daughter.
And that was a mistake. Oh, yes, Hope is a lovely girl. You both adore her, but don't pretend that you...
Enough!
You have treated him like a reject, like garbage, like he has never been good enough for you. But you know what? He's good enough for me, and he's gonna be my husband.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
What do you care? You don't want him, and Brooke, he doesn't want you.
There you are. What's going on?
Brooke and I are just having a little chat.
Oh, yeah? About what?
Oh, will you look at that? My paperwork is ready. I need to go sign it so I can start my future here at Forrester Creations. Our new future. I'll meet you back at home. And Brooke, I'm so glad that you're getting help with your alcohol problem. But I think it's best in the future that you call someone else when you're fighting your demons.
All right, well, just send me the specs and I'll get it to Mom and Ivy. Thank you, Joyce.
You were pretty rough on him.
Who?
Your future stepfather.
Okay, that's not funny.
Wasn't meant to be. You should be rough on him. Deacon's the key.
To what?
To whether or not your mother succeeds at Forrester.
That's a scary thought.
But it's true.
Look, as long as he's everything that she believes he is, she'll be fine.
But if he isn't,
Then all hell breaks loose.
and you can't let that happen, Wyatt. When that woman's out of control.
I know. And to think, this whole thing lies in Deacon Sharp's hands.
That's why you gotta keep your eye on him. If he strays,
Get under a table?
sure as hell where I'll be.
So much for miscongeniality.
Let me guess, you and Quinn got into it, huh?
It could have been worse.
I suppose it was too much to ask for her to be cool about us going to AA meetings together.
I am not going to let her interfere with my progress.
No, neither am I, but still.
Still, what?
want to set her off. I mean, she's been doing so well.
You might be willing to live like that, but I'm not. I'm not going to enable her insanity. If she wants to explode, let her explode. My question is, how can you even think about marrying somebody like that?
Yeah, I'll be right there. All right. I've got to handle something. Are you?
We're good. What are you trying to pull? Did you not hear me? I want us to be close.
I heard you telling Rick that I haven't been completely honest.
Well, duh.
You promised you would never say anything, Nicole.
I didn't say never, Maya.
So you are gonna hold this over my head?
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not ashamed. I'm a transgender woman, and I finally get to be who I am. And just because I haven't disclosed doesn't mean I'm lying, not to Rick or anybody else.
Don't you think he has the right to know?
If he proposes, I will tell him. If he wants to have a child, obviously I can't give him one biologically. But the real question is, why are you doing this to me?
I meant that, you know.
Meant what?
How hurt I was not having you around.
Nicole, I was going through a horribly challenging time.
So was I. Maya, I was so young. You were all I had. You knew I couldn't relate to Mom and Dad, and you knew that.
I'm sorry. So how can I help you?
By being a sister, a big sister, who shows me guidance and support.
And what kind of support?
If you have to ask, Maya, then you're not being a sister, you're being selfish. You own this place, you're the matriarch. You make a demand and it happens.
I'm not sure I'm following.
You can make things happen for me if you wanted to.
Sounds an awful lot like blackmail to me.
You're bringing that, not me.
You help me or else. Isn't that what you're saying?
We're sisters. You support me, I support you. That's what I'm saying. The reason I haven't seen you since you left home is because you've been living a whole nother lifestyle. You're not my sister, Maya. You're not Maya at all. You're Myron. You're my brother.
Maya.
Carter.
You didn't hear me open the door?
A lot on my mind.
Apparently. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How can I help you?
Well, I saw Nicole a minute ago. She seemed pretty intense.
Yeah, we had a bit of a disagreement.
About school.
School?
Yeah, UCLA, her lying about being enrolled there.
Oh, right. Thank you for uncovering that.
Yeah, well, you wanted her out of your life, right? That's the whole idea.
Yeah, it was. But she's not.
That doesn't sound like the voice of forgiveness.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Nicole. I don't want to think about Nicole.
So it's more than school.
Rick wants us to be close.
Is that not in the cards?
I don't trust her.
Maya, maybe she was trying to impress you. She drops out of school, shows up on your doorstep. You're living in a mansion. Your porch is hanging above the mantle. It could be kind of daunting.
It's so much more than that.
Maya, it's sibling rivalry. It's classic. You know, maybe you should ease up. see it through her eyes, you know? She, the failed sister, walks up a half-mile driveway to see her sister who's living like a queen.
I said it's more than that. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know you can talk to me, right? What's going on?
She had a setback, Brooke. It happens. I mean, you and I know that better than most.
It wasn't just a setback.
All right, I'll talk to her.
About what? About me? How's that gonna solve the problem? I am the problem.
You're not the problem. Please don't go saying that.
Okay, this is not gonna drive me to the bottle, if that's what you're thinking. I may have some reasons to want to start drinking again, but Quinn is the reason I won't.
I don't want there to be any reasons, all right? Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Good.
I just worry about you. Being alone with that woman.
What do you think? She's gonna grab a pillow and put it over my head one night? Smother me? Come on. She's not that person anymore, Brooke.
She used to be that person. Who knows what's gonna make her snap?
You do bring out the worst in her.
So does Hope, Liam,
Okay.
Ridge. What is she gonna do next?
I don't want you to worry about her. Don't worry about me. You've got enough on your plate.
I just want to know why. I know that you felt rejected and alone when I went to Milan. So you turned to Quinn. You had a roof over your head. Okay, I get that. But to commit your life to her, to propose marriage?
She's been good to me. She's been good for me. Brooke, after you left, I was drifting.
Why not drift to somebody more beautiful and sane instead of that lunatic?
You're the only beautiful, sane woman I know. Maybe not so sane.
Really, she's dangerous. I've seen what she can do. What she did to Hope, to Ridge. And yes, they survived, thank God. But they don't have to live with her every day. You do. You're living in harm's way. What?
What you said about us, I mean, I've just been going nuts thinking about it.
Well, then don't think about it.
How can I not think about it? You know that's what I've always wanted.
Yes, I do.
I just never thought that you felt the same way.
Deacon, you've been extremely supportive with me.
But to actually hear you say those words, it threw me for a loop. And if I wasn't engaged to Quinn, we could have a shot. We could start over.
I knew it! And I've been right all along.